Coco Gauff was not aware that she'd lost 5 consecutive matches against opponents ranked in the top 50. She was not sure exactly how many points in a row she dropped 11. It turns out to give away the first set against Elina Svitolina in the US Open's third round on Friday. Here, then, is what was entirely clear to Gauff at that moment. I needed a reset. So before the second set, the 20-year-old from Florida went to the bathroom, changed part of her outfit, and splashed water on her face. Then Gauff went back on court and extended the defense of her first Grand Slam title by turning things around to beat the 27th-seeded Svitolina 3-6, 6-3, 6-3. Felt like a new person coming out, the third-seeded Gauff said. I just didn't want to leave the court with any regrets. After making mistake after mistake early on at Arthur Ashe Stadium, Gauff managed to reel off 9 of 11 games in one stretch and won again despite losing the opening set, something she did 3 times en route to claiming the 2023 trophy at Flushing Meadows, including in the final against Elina Svitolina. On Sunday, Gauff will face No. 13 Emma Navarro, one of her teammates at the Paris Olympics, for a berth in the quarterfinals. Navarro eliminated Gauff in the 4th round at Wimbledon. I did a good job of neutralizing her serve and just playing really aggressive from the baseline and pushing back against her ground strokes, Navarro, who is from South Carolina and won an NCAA title for Virginia, said about that matchup last month, and then always getting one more ball back in the court. Navarro advanced Friday with a 6-4, 4-6, 6-3 victory over No. 19 Marta Kostyk. Other women's 4th-round matchups set up in the afternoon were No. 7 Zhang Qinwen versus No. 24 Donna Vekic and No. 26 Paula Badosa versus Wang Yafin. No. 2 Sabalenka was among the women scheduled to play at night, when the program also included 24-time major champion Novak Djokovic against No. 28 Alexei Popyrin. The first men's 4th-round pairing that was set up was No. 6 Andrei Rublev against No. 9 Grigor Dimitrov. Zhang Vekic is a rematch of the gold medal match at the Summer Games 4 weeks ago. Zhang won that one. Vekic beat Gauff in the 3rd round at the Olympics, part of Gauff's recent drought against top 50 foes. That also was part of a recent slump that saw Gauff win just 5 of her previous 9 matches. Such a contrast to a year ago, when Gauff won 18 of 19 and 12 in a row, along the way to 2 tune-up titles on hard courts, and then the championship at the US Open that made her the first US teenager to triumph at Flushing Meadows since Serena Williams in 1999. By the conclusion of one set against Svitolina, it seemed as if another loss might be in the offing. Gauff's totals were 16 unforced errors, 9 on backhands, and just 7 winners. She put only 45% of her first serves in. She went 0 for 3 on break points. She allowed Svitolina to claim 19 of the 28 points that lasted more than 4 strokes. All of those numbers got better across the last 2 sets as Gauff tried to be more aggressive with her forehands and be more careful with her backhands. And something else changed at the behest of her coaches. Gauff got the partisan crowd more involved. Svitolina said afterward she was bothered by an ankle injury picked up last week. I feel like she started to go for more a little bit. But to be fair, I didn't play the way that I wanted to play. Then she started to be more alive, said Svitolina, a 3-time Slam semifinalist. And of course, the crowd was behind her. Everything began to change for Gauff on Friday after 1 hour, 10 minutes when she broke to lead 4-2 in the second set, smacking a cross-court forehand winner. She celebrated with a yell of "come on," and raised her left hand to wiggle her fingers and asked the spectators to get louder. Soon that set belonged to Gauff, who closed it with a 94 miles per hour ace, shook a fist and shouted,